줌 카메라가 이렇게 작아?
삼성 카메라 버지 줌 슬림. 작아서 좋다. 버지 줌 슬림.
쬐끄만 게 쫙 당기네.
삼성 카메라.
Like a responsible adult with a working internet connection and no impulsive restraints, I spent $30 on eBay for this thing. This is the Samsung AF Zoom. Now, when most people think of Samsungs, they think of TVs, phones, fridges, maybe a washing machine that sings a little song to you after you finish doing your socks. But cameras, film cameras, even Samsung film, most people don't know that Samsung had something to be in the film game. During the early 90s, there was a renaissance of film cameras. You had Canon, Nikon, Minolta, you had Olympus. The point and shoot revolution was here during the 90s, and Samsung wanted a part of that. Now, everyone knows Samsung for everything that they do now, but no one really knows about these little cameras that popped up. So you had the AF35 Zoom, as well as the AF Slim. This is one of the first versions of this camera with a single 35mm lens at f3.5. But we're not going to talk about this one today. We're going to dive into the weird world of this little camera. Now, one of the things about this camera, it's got fuzzy logic on it. Now, fuzzy logic, I know it sounds weird, was the buzzword of the 90s. Everything had it on it, from fridges, rice cookers. Basically, in short, it was saying, hey mate, don't worry about it, point and shoot. It wasn't AI, it was just simple photography, and the camera took care of everything that it needed to do, from the exposure, the aperture, and whatnot through there. It was very common in most of the point and shoots, and this was Samsung's version of it, of getting into the skin of the game. Now, Samsung even had film. Now, I'm not sure specifically if Samsung made the film, but they had film. Now, I'm not going to be shooting this film today because I can tell you it is well expired. It's probably older than some of the people watching this today, but they were really into the game. The other curious thing about this camera, it's not also made by Samsung Electronics that you know it today. It was actually made by Samsung Aerospace. Now, they also made things like other cameras, optical security systems, image, but they basically walked away from it and gave up after, I guess, all the world of film and digital cameras were overtaken. So I'm going to be shooting this camera through a few different scenarios. I'm going to take it out on a nighttime photo shoot with it. It's got some cool features like the fuzzy logic, as I was saying. It's got portrait mode on it. I don't know how that looks on it. It's also got other features like double exposure. It's got bracketing. It's got red eye flash, auto flash, fill flash. It's got the zoom, which goes from obviously 35 or it's got the zoom that I should say goes from 35, yes, to 70. I was about to say 30. So I'll play around a little bit with that, and I'm just going to take it and test it with a roll of Fuji 100 in it, just to see if this $30 gamble paid off. In a world now where we've got more people getting into film photography, this is a great opportunity to see if these old relics do have something to have and offer us today in 2026, or is it time to pick up the new Kodak Snapic or the new Lomo MCA that came out, or is it worth finding these in thrift shops or gambling on eBay or speaking to your parents and pulling out of the drawer? I think this is the great thing about photography, and especially film photography today. We are at the sort of golden era again of it, and it has a renaissance, I should say, which is really good to see, and it's giving people the opportunity to get in there. Now, all jokes aside, we also know the cost of everything's going up, and the cost of portrait, for an example, you might as well sell your liver. But put all that aside, we know that photography is not about always the cost, and it's not always about the equipment. You don't need to have a Leica. You don't need to have some titanium metal Contax camera and spend it all. You just need to find something that works for you, regardless if it is $30 from eBay or if it is even a disposable camera. It's about photography. It's about getting out there and feeling it and shooting it and growing and learning from it. That's all I can say about it. So let's roll into it. We're going to start off we're going to do a nighttime photo shoot with it, and then I'm going to take it for a bit of a, I guess, a shoot around the streets of different parts of Melbourne and different lighting conditions and testing out all these fuzzy logics, and might even put it in my Samsung washing machine when I get home. No, not really. And we'll test it out. So let's go. So I just got down to Williamstown Pier, and the weather is not ideal for what we want. And apologies, I have forgotten my microphone. But the reason why I am down here is with my Samsung AF Slim, the single lens one. I took some absolutely banger photos one morning here early. I'll throw a few on the screen. So I want to come and test out the Samsung AF Zoom here. Now, the zoom can zoom anywhere between 35 and 70 mils. Now, some of these zoom cameras from back in the day used to get knocked for the zoom, you know, a little bit more lower f-stop as well, maybe not as sharp, but you know, I wanted to come down here and test that in some nice lighting as well, but not today. But you know, we're going to give it a go. We've got 100 speed film, not the ideal conditions, but yeah, we'll give it a go. And apologies, forgot my mic, and there is a shitload of crows crowing along. So let's go test out the zoom and see how the hell we go with this 100 speed Fujifilm in it. Let's go. A little bit of sun, which is nice. Now the moon has just appeared in the sky. Something that happens, I believe, could be wrong, in the southern hemisphere sometimes when you see the moon during the day or in the early morning. So let's be a little bit stupid and test the 70mm zoom with the moon. Let's go. So I forgot my microphone again, sorry, but yeah, just on the streets of Footscray, so we're gonna maybe hit the markets. I just shot some trees that you would have seen with the fuzzy mode on, so hopefully they turned out, but yeah, we're gonna go for a bit of a stroll, maybe get a banh mi, maybe a Vietnamese iced coffee, maybe go through the Footscray markets, and yeah, let's go finish this roll of film. Sorry for no microphone again, but one of the things I forgot to mention, that this camera has bulb mode. Now I haven't got a tripod with me, but I've taken a couple of shots here, one with the fuzzy mode on and one with the bulb mode on. So look, it could be a bit shaky, but I thought I'd just test to see how it looks. Just going through Footscray Market. One of the things I love about Footscray is the diversity of the food, and you can get a lot of great food here as well, and it's a great little market to come to. But anyway, let's see how the photos turned out, and let's keep walking the streets.